You saw the Vespa joint? You saw EYL joint.
Oh yeah. I seen that. The whole all-star lineup.
You know what I'm doing. So that's how you joint just be sitting there. You can just,
Yeah.
and that's a different. You got two phones?
Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's up?
You want him?
Huh?
You want him?
Yeah. I be feeling weird without my wedding. Here's the thing. It is easier to be. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm straight. What's going on, black man?
You can hear me, Keith. What's going on, man? Good to hear you, man. Good to see you.
I'm good, bro. Moving and shaking, man. How was work, bro? How was work today?
Um, Work was great, man. I just sold one of my flips today, so I'm excited about that.
Oh
Um,
man, can I borrow $5 to my
I
PUA get
mean, look,
started?
I'm not one of them bulls gonna tell you no. I just know, what I'm saying, when I call you, what I'm saying, don't act like you don't remember, what I'm
I
saying.
got you, bro. I got you, bro.
That's how it go. They be, what, you asking me for the $5 back? Huh?
Right. I thought that was a gift.
They like, you got it. Like, no, that's not the point. That's not the point.
Man, before we get into it, man, I need some of my other brothers in the trees that's moving and shaking. That you got a relationship with Ty Strick, man. So you got to get Ty Strick up here, man. And he
No,
can
he
talk.
was. We did one with Strick already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did one with Strick already.
I'm late to the
But
party.
yeah, but I got some. Can you text Strick? I'm about to shoot Strick a text and tell him to see if he see what he's doing. Tell him to see if he jumped in here.
All right, say no more.
But nah, we try to get everybody, man. That's one thing about doing these interviews, man. Like, it's really cool that, like, yo, everybody don't have to be technically a real estate investor, but
Right.
still can be in real estate. So
Bro, to me, real estate is a no-brainer.
Can you hear me,
You heard
Keith?
me?
No, I heard you. Yeah, you
Yeah.
was a no-brainer.
I said real estate is a no-brainer.
Nah, that's the truth. It's like, yo, it's honestly the easy, not the easiest. I'm gonna say the best kept secret that they didn't teach us about in school. And the
You can
crazy
see
thing
it,
is,
you can see
almost,
it, you can see it, you can touch it. Always, for the most part, appreciate, bro.
but
Like you can let it sit there. You know what I'm saying?
and
You
nothing with it, but still come out profitable at some point.
bottom line, bro.
But
And
but
my dad always told me somebody always need a place to live, bro. That stuck with me. It burnt in my brain.
nah.
Seriously, bro. Always, people always gonna need a place to live, bro.
So
Always.
even with that, I think the other unique thing about real estate is that, yo, you don't technically have to own real estate to be in real estate. So, like, that's why I definitely wanted to get with you, because it's like, yo, you kill it more than some investors kill it because of your specialized skill. And it's
Right.
like, stuff that we learned in school, if we'd have been able to, like, figure out what the stuff goes to, like, what can I do with my science classes? What can I do with my math classes?
Right.
How those things cross over into real estate? You know what I'm
Bottom
saying?
line.
Like, now the way the world is for real, you could have took your English class or a language class and gotten a real estate, because you need a translator. You
Mm.
need, they got storytellers in real estate. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it's so many ways to get into real estate. You don't have to just do it one way.
Bottom line.
But definitely, before we jump in it, Strick just jumped in here too. Hey, Strick, you want to jump in here and we could tag team talking about the trades tonight? Keith said he needed to get you up here, man. The best trades in the city right here. Let me send him the invite, see what he do.
Hey, Strick, I just was looking at our live today, actually, bro. We had a good live, bro.
Y'all went live on Monday or Tuesday?
No, we went live. Strick was actually, I go live every Tuesday. So Strick was my first blue collar talk. I call
Oh,
it blue collar talk. So I just had people with like skills, trades, like,
right. No, I
I mean,
listened to
anybody's making
it.
money with their hands. You know what I mean? I try to have them up there. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, nah, the one you had last week, I tuned into that one.
Okay, yeah, with
With
Corey,
like
yeah.
remodelers.
Yep. So
So, but before we get started, y'all share this out to 2 to 3 people, because
I'm gonna
again,
send it
we
out to them.
make sure y'all get all this information. I got
I
Jackson
tell,
in the building too. He over here being in the cut. Like, oh, there goes Strick.
You.
Still
the
got the
GOAT.
uniform, everything. What's up?
What's up?
Nothing, man. You got a minute for us?
Yeah, what's up? What you got?
Nah,
We
man.
trying to
So we
borrow some money, Strick.
Uh,
We trying to borrow some money. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
all I'm all out right now.
You know what I'm saying? All your money in the street, huh? They all tied up in buckets, huh?
look, Keith know what that means. He know what that means. But nah, fellas, for those who don't know, Keith, if you could introduce yourself, and then Strick, if you could introduce yourself.
My name is Keith Scott. I own a company in Philadelphia called KCS Plumbing. I'm doing plumbing for 24 years total, every day, like 22 years. Father of three. I'm an investor as well. I invest in a few different things. And my whole thing, man, period, you gonna hear me talk about it every day is trades, man. Get a skill, let your hands make you some money, and then use that money to create passive income. Or you can invest in all different kind of things, you know. And if the bottom fall out, I mean, we hit a recession, I'm still gonna be able to make money anywhere in the world. You know what I mean? Getting the skill. So, that's basically it.
Strick,
What'd you say?
I was saying, go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right. Well, my name is Tyrese Strickland. I got a electrical contractor business. Been in the field for about I want to say 20 years. We specialize in residential and light commercial. So and I dabble a little bit in real estate. Dabble a little bit in the real estate game.
Now, so cool thing is, y'all said y'all been in the game for 20 something years, 20 plus years. So my question for you guys is, how do y'all have that many years of experience? You know, and y'all are pretty young. So when did y'all get started in the business? When and how did you get started in the business?
Well, I had access basically through my dad. Like my dad, he worked for PHA and things like that. He didn't actually have his own business, but he worked at PHA, and then he used to take me gave me access. He used to take me to some of his rental properties. He used to take me to certain jobs and things like that when I was younger. That's how I got my access to it. Even go a little bit further. When I was on my way to graduate high school, I was actually supposed to go to Berean Institute. I did go to Berean Institute for a little while, and that lasted for a little while. And I got a job at a plumbing company, and then I left Berean Institute. But I already knew I wanted to do plumbing though. I just tried computers because somebody told me computers where it's at, and I went. It was done. I was done. Yeah, I was done. I wasted them people money. So
Oh,
that was it. I did. I got with a plumbing company, man. Then I got from that plumbing company, I joined a union. And man, that was all she wrote, bro. And that was pretty much it for me.
you joined a union through the city?
No, nope. I actually went up there and interviewed. It took me like 2 tries. I got it on my second try. Matter of fact, damn, you know what? This popped in my head. My interview was when the towers hit. When the towers crashed, 9/11. That's when I came home from the interview, and then I got in like a couple weeks later.
Okay.
That's crazy. That just popped in my brain, bro. That's insane.
Right.
Yep.
And how'd you get into electrical?
Well, I got electrical. I got electrical by the default. So I went away to school. I was away at school playing ball. Broke my ankle. Came home. I had I had a daughter. Just had a newborn daughter, and I literally looked into. I think I Googled it. It might have been Google at that time. I think I just Googled the top paying trades, and it said electrician. So I went to school to be an electrician, and it just happened. It just happened to work out that I fell in love with it.
Okay, that's what's up. So I mean, for y'all, is it would y'all say now, like especially today, do you feel like having a trade will help you be able to not just provide for your family, but like really get you in the door of real estate? So like I feel like I have being a realtor, me being a realtor, that's how I really got into the investing part.
So for me, it's me being like me putting my hands on it, me seeing, plumbing and things like that. I'm in and out of these houses. So like I said, I had a little bit of access when I was younger. So my pop always told me, like I told you earlier, he always told me like, yo, people always need a place to live. And then it's like, I see all aspects of construction because you know I'm there from sometimes when before the building is even built. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta have plumbing in the basement, things like that. So I know all different aspects now. I don't know. I'm not 100% as knowledgeable as Strick and electric, or you know somebody else might be in framing, but I know how stuff is supposed to look. You know what I mean? It's supposed to flow. And like I said, I go to different houses and I steal people's ideas and then I put them in my stuff. But like I said, real estate is like a no-brainer. That's just for me. Like, that's why I invest in it, bro. That's it. It's like a no-brainer.
I got you. And what about you, Strick?
So it's two things. Well, so wait. What you? I want to know what you really. What's the real question? The real question.
Do you basically feel like your trade allowed you an opportunity to get into the real estate game to start investing?
Yes, 100%.
And would you recommend that for other people?
The trade or real estate, or just doing it that way?
The trade, doing it that way.
Yeah, I would recommend it because, like Keith was saying, you be around stuff, around different trades, you start seeing stuff, you start to learn and know what looks right and what don't look right. Even though you might not be an expert in the field, but you be around it so much, you can walk in the house and see, you know, other trades and know it ain't right because you've been around it so much. But when you first starting off with trades, I think trades is just a gateway because if you learn the trade, you get introduced to real estate because now you're just around homes all the time. So right. you learn the ins and outs of real estate from the beginning to the end.
I want to say one more thing, bro. Like he said, you around it, right? That's just say if you link with me, A-League, like, yo, I need this plumbing done, right? I see how you moving. We have a little conversation because we gotta talk. I feel your vibe. I'm gonna ask you certain questions, yo. What you get it for? How much you put in the yada yada yada, right? So it's like hustle's gonna hustle. So it's like, damn, I see this motherfucker just took, you know what I mean, a $30,000 crib. He gonna put 70 into it and gonna make 50. You follow what I'm saying? So it's like a no-brainer, bro. And me being around it, seeing people flip, and that's how I did my first flips, honestly, because I seen certain people flipping. I'm like, yo, this shit ain't that hard. Like, it ain't that hard. I got a few dollars in the bank, and I know if I put this money, make the money dance for me, I can do the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? And that's right. it. And then another thing we're having a trade, right? Like Ty said, you gain relationships, and then also you can actually put your hands on some stuff and make some things happen. You know what I mean? So that's fine.
With your trade, like, what's the starting point? Like, yo, if I'm talking to my young brother, like, how can I get him to be a plumber or to be an electrician?
You want to go first, Ty? You want me to go first?
It's a double-edged sword with me with school because I went to Orleans Tech. You know, it wasn't that expensive now. Now I heard it's like 20 grand to go, somewhere like that, like 20 grand, which is crazy. But when I went, I think it was like 6 grand. And when I came out of school, I darn near would have killed myself or burned down the house. They didn't really teach you too much with the schooling. Of course, they give you a little bit of background of it, but you learn more. Well, I learned more with hands-on. That's where I really got good at, just being in the field and put some, cutters in my hand and learning the trade, learning the lingo, and just learning everything by being around it in golf and electric. So I'm not going to say school is bad, but I would try, if you really want to, get into, I would say anybody that's looking to get into trades, anybody that want to get into trades, I would say try to go to a company like me, Keith, or someone else to learn, to get your feet wet and to figure out if this trade is yours, because there's multiple parts. You can be an electrician, plumber, welder. You know what I mean? It's different trades you can do. And right now you'll save that 20 grand, that 20 grand in your pocket.
Right. So you're saying shadow a trade before you invest in the school part?
That's my views. Because like I said, it's 20 grand to go to school. And it is the same way that when I went, I didn't learn too much. Okay. You know, I learned some basics, but I wasn't ready to be an electrician when I came out of school.
And what about you, Keith?
Hey man, Ty, 100% right. Only thing I would add is that I tell young people all the time, right? You can go to school anytime. You know what I mean? You can be 40 years old, 50 years old, decide to go to school, right? Your trades, you can learn the trades anytime too, but you want to kind of sort of do it when you're younger, right? And also, the best way for me that I would tell people to learn is, like Ty said, me, him, anybody that you see is ethical, moving and shaking. I'm not talking about Mr. Benjamin and Mr. Kenny in a beat up ass truck. You know what I mean? Working crack. I ain't talking about it. I'm just talking about really like somebody that you see is moving and shaking. You feel what I'm saying? You get with them. Don't worry about what they paying you. You know, Ty, we had this time. Don't worry about what they paying you because the knowledge is in basically learning the skill. So it's either you're gonna do one, you're gonna go to trade school, you're gonna go to college, but either way you spending time, right? You spending time either way. So a hustler, a smart person, like, all right, I'd rather spend my time getting paid, right? My time paying somebody to teach me, and then stretching that shit out. Whereas they're like, all right, I'm working with this guy, I'm getting dirty every day, I'm engaged, I'm not just, you know what I mean, get very all the time, and you know what I mean, doing this BS math and stuff like that. So that's I agree 100% with Strick. I would try to shadow somebody or even start as much as this laboring for somebody, you know what I mean, to see how things work before I put all this money out. Because like I said, I'd rather make $12 an hour than spend 60, 70 grand, 50 grand. You follow what I'm saying?
You
and if I don't like it, I ain't in debt. I'm out. I ain't like it. I'm in debt.
Go to the next one. Go to the next trade.
If I ain't like it, I ain't not in debt. You know what I'm saying?
And doing it that way, you literally could try your hand damn near at HVAC, electrical,
whatever,
framing, and you could be like, "Yo, I don't like none of them. Now let me go try and be a realtor. Let me go try and be a painter. Whatever."
Exactly.
Yeah. Without the debt. Without the debt,
bro.
Now look,
you don't know what you like until you put your hands on it, bro. You know what I mean?
Yo, people don't realize you literally got all your mechanicals right here. You got Strick with your electric, Keith with the plumbing, and you got Kavan with the heat and air. It's like, yo, you really need to find all right here, all black business owners.
So yeah, we talking about a couple things. So you guys wait for it. You know what I mean?
Right. Somebody just asked, Miss Aaliyah said, if you're a new investor trying to build a team, what are some good questions to ask potential contractors or trades? And what are some red flags when dealing with contractors?
You want that one, Keith?
I would tell her to go to her nearest Home Depot and get any Mexican in the parking lot. They're going to do what they're going to leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? That would be my recommendation. It's like, no, like I would really just say, like me, when I get my trades, right, I ask people that like I've been like if I came to your project, Ailey, I'm like, damn, I like your framing, I like this, I like that. I try not to go off people pictures, right? Especially for like finished work. If I go to your house, I want to see it. Like, I mean, I want to see things like that. I want to ask people that I can trust. That's the second thing I want to do. And then I actually want to go to their job sites. That's another thing I do. And then another thing, after you had a conversation with them, y'all write everything down. The big major thing I tell everybody, and I fell victim to, everybody fall victim, don't pay nobody up front if they ain't buying the material. You know what I mean? That's like a major thing. But that's the whole thing. That's it for me. And if they keep making excuses, like even doing the estimate and stuff like that, you already know, like it's gonna be a rough ride.
I would say one of the things that I've learned in this process is you got to be quick to fire and slow to hire, because like a lot of the clients that I deal with, like I sell them cribs, and like, yo, it'll take time to be working on it because they relying on the GC or whoever they relying on, and they so loyal to them. And it's like, yo, if that person ain't loyal to you, make money you need to make, you don't need to be. Like if they show, like I give a cat two times for you not to show up when you were supposed to, and give me a bullcrap excuse, I gotta fire you and go to the next person. It's no love lost at all.
100%. 100%.
But like Keith said, my time I can't get that back. Not to mention the cost of the money that it's costing me to do.
Go ahead, Ty. It's on you, Ty. You want to answer that question for the young lady?
Yeah, I'll give a little insight because it's a little different because with us, like me and Keith and Anthony, because we've been around the game a long time. So it's nothing for me to pick the phone up, call Anthony, but hey, you know this guy, or you've done work with him, or Keith, you know about this guy? Like, nah, Todd, stay away from him. So it's a little different. But if you're a person that's coming up and you're trying to do rehabs, I would do the same thing. I would just do your due diligence and reach out to find out about contractors. Because like you said, a lot of contractors will steal pictures off another person's page and say their work is their work. So you got to be real careful moving out here with this game because it's crazy. But I just would say, people, you have to do your due diligence, ask questions, and if something doesn't seem right, don't go with it. Because a guy that's a contractor, number one, if a contractor wants all the money up front, that's a red flag right there. If he wants more than probably 60%, that's a red flag. Because most contractors, respectable contractors, they'll take a nice percent. They'll take a nice percentage, but it won't kill that person and it won't kill the contractor. So anybody asking for more than what they're trying to start with is usually a red flag with that.
Right. Question for you: what about the consumer? So, like me as the consumer, the customer. How can I get a relationship with y'all where we dug in? So it's like, how some investors, they got the same plumber, the same electrician, and the same HVAC person. What's the thing to get on y'all good side so that we could just, flow?
Well, let me get this with you.
Hey.
So first of all, there's no love for us. We don't get no love. So the crazy part about this whole thing is everybody talks bad about the contractors.
We arrogant.
Good contractors get burnt and hurt the whole time, bro. We bend over backwards for everybody, and we don't get nothing back. We don't get nothing for it. You know what I mean? So it's crazy when general contractors or people looking for us and they want us to do everything, everything under the sun. Because first of all, our work doesn't come a la carte. So you just don't hire me and I just do everything for you in the house. It's you hire me for this.
But a lot of people don't know that though, Strick. So I think you should touch
on
that.
It. No, bro. They know it. Because you come in and I tell you this is what I'm doing. Cool. And then once I get in there, let me get 47 recess and ceiling fans throughout the whole house. We didn't talk about that. Don't put that on my jacket. Don't put that on my jacket.
But I'm also saying, Strick, if you come to my crib and you running wire, we got to put stuff to it. So I'm just assuming.
No, it's a light fixture. So with me, if I do a rewire, it's basic light fixtures, just basic whatever, and I will be straight up with that. But it's always the customers that'll say, hey, you know what? Can't you throw a couple recess lights right here? It'll only take you about 15 minutes. It's real quick. Just do that real quick. No, nothing's real quick. That doesn't work that way. So my point of this is that contractors always get the bad rep about not doing anything or not being ethical or whatever. But we really bend over backwards, and those little things do count, do cost and do count. But we don't get nothing back for it. But we do it just for the love, or just because we want our product to look good at the end. Right. So you know what I mean. So it's crazy with that, man. Like we get a bad rep with certain things with that.
But I'm also saying though, all right, let's just say we understand the price and we understand everything. We on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything else that we could add in there so that y'all can feel appreciated? And that's the other thing. Like I said,
money. Money.
Oh, be paid on time?
No, more money.
More deals.
No, more money, not deals, more money, not more labor, more money.
Yeah, I mean.
Only thing I'm going to say, Ailey, is this, right? Like, I don't like working for investors off the bat. Not no more. Like, I've got older. I kind of sort of like certain investors I work for. You feel what I'm saying? I could be visiting with them, but certain investors I work for. Because a lot of people, like, don't have their stuff together. That's number one, right? Number two, like how you saying, like Scott saying, like, yo, you tell me what you want, and then you go ask stuff. All right, bro, the price got to change, right? You feel what I'm saying? Like certain things, like like let's say if I come work for you, be like, oh, you had a plumber for 5 years, and you can say, yo, could you do it for this number? I say, okay, I'm agree on this number. You can't expect me to come in and say, okay, Keith, I want gas lines. Oh, my man did that. I ain't your man, brother. Tell me exactly what you want. Let's write it down if we have to, and we can go from there, right? Like I'm gonna tell you another thing. Like a lot of people don't understand, like especially investors, right? Like a mana block, like something like a mana block, right? Like you know how Ty Strick, y'all run like home runs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm doing a job, right, in a mana block, a manifold is like a electrical box. Everything is a home run. Everything. So if I got a sink, a toilet, and a tub, right? So that's three times, right? Usually I run one pipe up to that bathroom. If I was running copper, I run one pipe up to that bathroom and then branch off individually for that. So I will have to probably make 2 trips, maybe 3 trips, right? Now that trip turns into 2 for the sink, up and down the steps, and drilling holes, right? 2 trips for the tub, up and down the steps. 1 trip for the toilet. You follow what I'm saying? Like that's a lot of trips. That's way more material, and you want that done for the same price. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? There's certain little things when you step it up. Some people do it. I just don't do that. Like, you know what I mean? I just don't. So if you ask to have a better relationship, bro, have a plan, and then we can work everything out. And like I said, man, money is always good. Money helps throw a little couple dollars. And another thing, like with investors, right? Y'all want to eat off this building forever. This is my only chance to eat off this building. Not saying we're going to try to kill you, but at the same time, you got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to make all the money, it ain't going to work out. It's just not gonna work out. And then at the same time, like if something do come up or something do arise, all right, you know, it's a little bit something there. I got you, bro. Don't even worry about it because we trying to get the relationship established. But just know if something go wrong, I'm coming back.
So you saying don't haggle my price, pay me what I asked for, and then you know you got me.
So let me tell you about haggling pricing. Everybody who listen, when you haggle a price, you're gonna get what you pay for. Because if you haggle somebody's price. So say if it's $1,000, say somebody just charged you $1,000 to wire something up. You say, come on, man, I only got $600. He say, okay, he's not doing anything to help you out because he's already down. He's already down his money. So he's gonna do whatever he has to do to get that working. Behind the walls, it work is on, close the walls and be good. He don't care because his profit is gone. So he can't look out for you no more. When you haggle somebody for a price, they can't look out for you no more. You're gonna get whatever you got. That's it.
Right.
But
So I forgot this over here. No, brother, listen, you ain't pay for that. You didn't pay for it. Put that back. You ain't pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Put that back. Now your mom smack your hand in the store, bro. That's too late. Nah, bro.
As a customer, right? So like, let's just say I'm prepared. I got my layout. I got my plans. I come to you, right? How do I gauge what I think the price should be, or can I come up with like a ballpark?
No, first of all, it's not you gauging the price, bro. We're the professionals. We're going to tell you what you can't come and I can't tell you what you're supposed to pay for real estate. What your prices should be on your commission. So when you come to me with something, I'm going to give you the price.
No. I'm saying I understand it. I'm saying, so that this way I can at least, and like, so let's just say if I'm putting my rehab budget together, right? Yeah. I don't want to have to call you every time I'm looking at a house to have an estimate, right?
Yeah.
Let me at least have a ballpark. So I'm saying so that I could be better versed.
Right.
Out
rough. What I would say, Anthony, if you don't have nobody. Like, I tell anybody before you get surgery, you get 3 opinions. You feel what I'm saying? So if you get 3 to 4 opinions and you can gauge it, you can send the plans out for people for free. Like, I look at plans for free. I'm just not coming to your job site for free. Just me personally. I'm done with that. Like, people will waste your time. They be like, oh, yeah, I got everything ready. Next thing you know, the house ain't demoed yet. So, like, me personally, if you got your plans and everything, you can email me your plans. But majority of the time, like I said, I know you're pretty sure you got a guys, you got other people, and you want to try other people out. But just like I said, I would just gauge it with 3 different opinions, 3 different prices. That's what I would do.
And also, if you got a relationship with an electrician or plumber, and then we did multiple jobs, you know my pricing. you know what the pricing is. So if the house is a single family and I know what you like, you know our pricing. You know, I'm not going to go if we already agreed on the price. Instead of now, you know, pricing the materials and stuff is through the roof.
Same.
But if we agreed on one price and we build it, that's generally your price. As long as it's going to be in that range, it's always going to be in that range. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on what you want to put in it. But once we got that relationship, we did one prior. We already in the same range. You know my product. You know what I'm giving you. I know what you're spending, and we should be around in that same ballpark.
I got.
Oh yeah, you know what is popular on mine, Anthony? Like me personally, as a contractor, right? We all in the service business, believe it or not. You know, you in the service business. You know, anybody that's out here in business is in the service.
Do what we do, right?
Right. So with me, I like to get paid and like less. I'm not gonna haggle. I'm not a haggler. I'm not a money haggler. I'm just me personally. I'm not. But when I do give you my bill, pay my bill. You know what I mean? I want my money in less than 2 weeks if I send you a bill. All that wait 30, 60, 90 days. I don't do that kind of work no more. Anytime people come tell me I don't wait 30, 60, 90 days no more. I need my check when I put it in.
It's possible. I didn't know they was giving them kind of things out.
Oh yeah, commercial stuff. Yeah, that's why I don't do too much commercial no more.
Okay.
Yeah. When they say 30, it really means 60. So I'm done with that part of my life.
Don't let it have no problem. Don't let it be no hiccups. It might be 90.
Real
So y'all are saying, yo, respect y'all time, respect y'all price, you know, but at the same token, you know, we got to give a little to get a little on both ends.
100%. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, so and like I said, I just found it's tough because it's hard to find good work out here. So I mean, so it's like when you a good contractor, you definitely gotta, you know, do what you gotta do to keep them around.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then can y'all talk about maybe like what's been going on with the pandemic as far as we know material is up, so are y'all also not upcharging, but adjusting y'all prices because of the pandemic in the materials?
I went up in labor, and I also went up for my materials. But so like certain people that I got a relationship with, we talking about like rough ends, like certain people that I have a relationship with, I let them buy the material and I just give them a labor price, right? Because I tell people all the time, like, listen, man, fruit went up, vegetables, everything in the world went up. Why labor ain't going up? That's insane. That's insanity. You got to think it's a shortage on people that can do what we can do. Right? If you drive around, you know, you in Philly, if you drive around Philadelphia, they building everywhere, bro. And they don't have enough people to do it, right? Or they do have people to do it, but I don't know why this time they get crunched down. Like, I'm not that kind of guy. But pandemic was a blessing, bro. Like, it helped me. You know what I mean? It helped a lot of people. Like, I just interviewed Corey from TNT. He said this is his best year. That was his best year. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I love it, man. That's why I say, man, get a skill, get a trade, bro. I love it, bro.
So, like, I guess not just young people, but y'all got to say y'all numbers. But on that, a good plumber, a good electrician, like, what kind of money could you be making?
What, per hour? You talking about per hour?
Go per hour, straight. Go per hour.
Per hour. If you're a starting electrician, so I'll give you the general numbers. A helper, you could be at about between, depending on how bad a helper you are, $12 to $15. And then if you're you know a mechanic electrician, you're probably looking at, I say about 18 to 25. And then if you're a head mechanic, you're probably at like $30 an hour.
30. I think 30 or more. But I want to say another thing, like Strick just said, right? He just broke down the hourly rates, right? That's on the labor side. Strick just talking about like I'm working for Strickland Mechanical and I'm making X amount of dollars an hour, right? But the thing we not talking about is if I work at Strickland Mechanical for say 2 to 3 years, right? I'm doing just say Anthony, you got 100 houses, 200 houses, and we work at Strickland Mechanical for 100, you know, for 2 years, right? Now, by that second year, I done bring these wires. I know what's going on now, right? So after I work 7 to 3 with Mr. Strickland, my grandma needs something, or somebody on the gram seeing me working, they need something. Now, I don't make $18 or more. I'm charging you $150 just to walk through the door because I know what's going on and you don't. That's the power of having the skill, right? That's two businesses in one. I'm getting a check with Mr. Strickland. Then after I get off work, I'm with Scott Mechanical. So I'm coming in the door. Listen, this is what I want. So Tyler's only paying me, $200 a day. Whereas though I can run this switch, run this outlet. I done made $400 in 2 hours because the knowledge. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I tell people to get in this trade, bro. Like all the shit you see people doing, man, it's insane. Like we talking about school. You go to school for 3 years, right? If you work for somebody that knows what's going on for 3 years to 5 years, bro, you got it. You got it. So now it's like you can take that money and damn near almost run your own company for real. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I love the trades, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like,
I mean, I'm with you. I got a degree, and I don't even, you know what I mean? Like, I don't do nothing with it. Like, I done went through school. I done did the school thing. So I'm on both sides, and I seen what I would have made when I was coming out, and it was nothing. That's why I went into trades. So
yeah.
So don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not all against college anymore. But if you're going to school with pool maintenance, or you're going to school for something crazy, something
fashion, photography, and all that shit.
it don't make sense, man. If you're going to school for something like lawyer, something that's engineer, something that's really going to bring you bread,
nurse or something like that, yeah.
It's going to bring you bread back. Do your research. That's all I can tell people. Do your real research about it, because Google tell you everything. It'll tell you how much you gonna make when you come out of school. You $60,000, $80,000 in debt, and you will come out making $30,000.
So the only thing I would say in regards to the school thing, I'm saying I agree with you. It's like, I got a degree. I don't necessarily. I feel like for our community, the Black community, us going to college is where we build our network. Because in our community, it's like, yo, think about the people in your immediate circle. Like, they wasn't putting us on. So like, Keith was fortunate. His pop was putting him on. So like, I didn't necessarily I had a person or two teaching me, like showing me real estate, but they were showing me real estate like art on this scale. And then once I started meeting other people, or like I met Jimmy's dad. Jimmy's dad got beach houses. Jimmy's dad owned, new construction. Like, I never thought that was possible. I thought you needed $1 million to do that. Come to find out, you just needed good credit and a couple buddies to put some money up.
Right. But I mean, if you're going to college just for that, I mean, you $60,000 out of debt just to meet some different people, then
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, yo, we're so far behind, right? How else do you meet the cats that they dads own this company, they moms work for this person, et cetera, et cetera? Like, I can't go up and down Lansdowne Avenue and meet people that's gonna plug and play me, or on Market Street.
You right about that, bro. But I think honestly, hold on. Somebody said I have multiple degrees and not really using them. I wish I would have followed through with my trade when I was younger. But only thing I'm saying is, bro, you right, but I don't think I would send my kid. I wouldn't go $60,000 in debt to send my kid to network with people.
No, so I'm saying because of what me, you, and Strick know now, our kids aren't going to school $60,000 in debt. We know you going to school strategically because I bought these investments that's going to offset that debt, and like, all right, you going to start doing this first to make sure you really like it.
Can I ask you a question, bro?
Yeah.
So if your kid don't know what they going to school for, would you still send them to school? Would you just say, yo, you going to college, fresh out of high school?
No, but that's why I said we strategically figuring it out. Like, when we go, we got to have a direction.
I got you.
So, and I ain't gonna lie though, I am slightly biased. I feel like, especially young Black boys, they need to go to school to get from around the way, because like, yo, college was the best time of my life. You know what I mean? It's a 5-to-1 ratio to women. It's right. the only place you can be broke and rich at the same time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But 70% of the dudes that went from the college from the hood, they get kicked out after 2 years and they $40,000 in debt. So you know what I mean? So yeah, you party a little bit, but you 40, 50 grand, you got kicked out of school. Now you right back on your mom's couch, You know what I'm saying? And
But
you
only
talk to
thing
a
I want
couple
to say,
kids.
Anthony, about college, real rap though, like majority of the people, me, I'm talking about me, that I know went to college. Like, oh yeah, I'm in college and that. I'm doing plumbing. Oh, I'm to college and that. They don't use the shit they went to college for, bro.
No,
And they got mediocre jobs. No bullshit. They got mediocre
no,
jobs, bro.
but Keith, that goes to us being told how we was supposed to do it, and we was misled. That's why I'm saying again, we know different now. I'm not sending my kid to college because that's going to be his lifesaver. That's how he gonna put bread on his table.
Right.
I'm sending my college, like I said, I look at college for me and my personal experience. One, it was maturity. Like I said, two, it was networking. And I might not be using my degree, but the things I did in the classroom as far as presentation, organization, how to be able to move, not just in my own community, but I could go into the main line and I could code switch per se. I got that in college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, point, like, yo, it was expensive as shit to do it. However, though, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I used it to his benefit. And I didn't, and fortunately for me though, I'll say my mom and dad put me in a position where I'm not super heavy in debt.
What school you went to, Anthony?
I went to Newman University.
So how many people that you know from college you still cool with now? Like they really helped you out in life? The people I'm saying for your experience.
Oh no, so that's a great question. So for me, every house I sold my first 2 years was all from the people I graduated school from.
Gotcha, that's dope. And what you went to school for?
Originally I went to school for sports medicine. I flunked out. I flunked out for sports medicine my sophomore year. I had to switch my degree and I went there for education.
Okay.
So like, yo, I like.
What are you in that? You're not using none of them degrees, right?
Not now. I did, but not now. So look. So to your point though, that degree got me my first house because I used that money and that stuff to build my credit to buy my first duplex. From there, I was already on the path to get into real estate. So I mean, I just needed to get in position. But that's why, to my point, we're not using the degree and the debt from the degree in order for us to say we're gonna live this American dream. Again, most people we deal with, their parents not putting them in position. So it's like, yo, you got to put yourself in position. So you might have to go get a degree, or you might go get the trade. But you take that and you build on it. Right. But I'm not going to say like, yo, no, like just go out here and, you know what I mean, if I go get a regular job, $13 an hour, and I'll be there, you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't getting you nowhere.
So let me ask you one more other question about college, Strick. I just want to ask him this one question, right?
Yo, ask away.
No, I'm because I know Strick might want to say something. So if your kid, right, your kid is a mediocre student, right? Would you pay for them to go to college? Would you sign a dollar off to go to college?
Yo, I was a mediocre student.
So you would sign for your kid to go to school?
Again, because of what I know now, again, my kid could be mediocre, but like I said, we go in there with a plan. We not going there to eat the American dream.
I'm not sending my kid, like my daughter right now, she going to school. She did what she's supposed to do, go to school. I told her 11th grade and 12th grade, I said, listen, sister, I'm going to help you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to help you. I said, if you don't have no plan, you're going to be in this truck. But I said, I'm going to help you. My oldest daughter, I said, I'm going to help you out, right? But I said, I'm not
she going to be in this truck?
Huh?
She going to be in this truck?
She going to be in this truck. Yeah, we ain't going to have you getting dressed walking up down the street. No. But listen, you're going to be in this truck, right? Or what you gonna do, you're gonna figure it out. And I'm not paying for your school. I'm not paying for your school because if you were serious about it, you're gonna put the work in now so you can get some of them scholarships and stuff like that.
Nah, but look, so I'm
going record saying that I'm not paying for nobody else's dream, bro. I love my kid and all that, but there's so much other ways. I'm not paying for you to do that. Because if you fucking up now in high school, bro, you're gonna fuck up in college.
So look, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that again, right? But I'm saying us as a black community, I feel like because we look at it like, oh, it's a debt, it's a wasted thing, we shy away from it versus again, like it's like, yo, you either gotta know what you want to do or go to school. No, like that time period, y'all think about it. From 18 to 23. 18 to 23. How much stuff
you have retarded? You have retarded from that time period. Yeah. So that's why you gotta know your personnel, bro.
No, but that's why I'm saying for us to be where we are today is no way we send our kids in that same direction without the right plan and guidance.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you that. I mean, but it's different. So it's a different time. So kids are different now. Like both my kids graduated from college. So it's a different times. And I wasn't in the position that I am now. I wasn't in a position to, when they first started, to direct them into that way. But I am now. So that it comes with it after, it's going to come with it after the fact. But, I just think we push kids into certain situations that they're not mentally ready for. They don't have the capacity. They really don't have the capacity for it. Some like young black men. Some young black men don't have the capacity for college, but they have the capacity to do work with their hands. They have the mental capacity to be able to figure problems out when you put them into certain situations. So that's why I say trades is a great avenue, and we don't talk about it because, number one, back in the day when I was growing up, I never looked at trades because all the plumbers, electricians were dirty old head crackhead boys. So you didn't never associate that with money. You never associated trades with making money because every person, you like, yo, if you're taller, call Uncle Bernard. He come over here drunk, give him a 40. He fix your plumbing. You know what I mean? Or some electrical messed up. You call your neighbor. He come over. They eat some pizza and it's done. Like, you never looked at trades as a prestigious thing. But go ahead.
No,
that's true.
But so I'm saying I see that, but that's why I'm saying to y'all, again, your immediate circle, your influence, we not getting that around the way. So again, how do we expose our kids and our family to other opportunities and other things? So I'm all about, like, when we talk about the school that I'm taking it, and again, I'm looking at the experiences of, yo, my kids get to go study abroad. Yo, my kid get to get these different internships. All the while, though, the stuff ain't free. You still taking your trades, because, like, yo, I was doing real estate in college, but I was on the landscaping side. So before I wasn't getting dirty, I had a trade of doing landscaping. Mm-hmm. And I did that all through high school and college. Then when I got older, I was like, man, I'm not doing this no more because I see these other bulls getting money like y'all doing inside the house. I'm outside the money, outside the house. Mm-hmm. But it's them experiences in the relationships that kept pulling me up the ladder.
I think I like what you're saying, Anthony, but I think the only thing I can say is you're saying outside the hood. But I guarantee you, it's somebody in the hood or not that far removed from the hood that's doing what you want to do. So we got to be able to communicate, and we also got to stop worrying about being Joe, right? And reach out to them people like, yo, man, can I pick your brain? Can I come hang with you? Yeah, man, I just want to know XYZ information. You feel what I'm saying? It's somebody in the hood, or like I said, not far removed, that's doing what you want to do. You know what I mean? So that's just me though. But like, as far as like school, I would have flunked the hell out of school.
I think that's another thing right there about just opening your mouth and communicating, like you said, and that goes from the business side of being the business owner, that go to the consumer, that just go across the board. Even with the stuff that's going on in the community now, most of the stuff that's going on is because people don't want to communicate and express themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they shoot and they rob and they doing, etc.
That's something I ask every week though. I always ask people like, how do you think like a trade will help somebody else's life? And the boy had Wayne said something Tuesday. He said that was all that. He said options. He said it gives you options, right? He said I'm just basically version what he said. He said if you have a trade, it gives you options, right? So you have the option, your baby needs milk. He said your baby needs milk, right? Mm-hmm. So you have an option. If you know how to do plumbing, you got an option to put a trap in. You got an option to basically work for it, or you got an option to either rob, sell somebody some drugs, or do something different. But having a skill gives you a lot of options, man. That's basically that's my whole thing. If you learn how to do something, you can service other people. Even if you cut down the numbers a little bit, you can help somebody out. You don't have to go knock somebody in the head. Because you got to think, you'd have heard a lot of crazy stories out here. People killing people for less than $100, $60 and all that. They beefing over dumb shit because they're not around nobody that's doing anything. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like if you will be around some older people that's moving and shaking, got stable families, things like that, providing for their family, working men ain't really no suckers. And if you really get to like know them, like, damn, old head getting at $1. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think, you know what I'm saying, as far as the trades, bro. I'm just
so one thing I want to throw out there that, that I think we should start really doing is start targeting, the kids like 6, 7, 8 years old. because that's that's one of the times they're most impressionable.
Sponge.
What's that?
I said they sponges at that age.
Yes, and and expose them to these things. You know what I mean? Because when you're young, you're not exposed to that. You're exposed to football, basketball, rap. Football, sports, rap, and and somebody that's cool in the neighborhood, or maybe your dad, or something like that. But they're not exposed to an electrician, a man that's an electrician that has his own electrical conscience. Just not a electrician, because you want them to think bigger. You want them to see that it can be done. And that's the biggest thing I think that was missing out from the younger generation now. That's 16, 17, 18, 24. They had none of that. They had none of that. They had none of us to see out here a lot. You know what I mean? We're still extinct. It's still not a lot of us out here. It's still not a lot. But I think we need to start targeting the young kids, so they know and get the idea about trades and being ownership and being in a place to do things. What's that? Like a business owner. So I think we're on the right track of doing this. Like I said, like me, you, Keith, we have our businesses. We're showing people how to get things done. Like it or not, it is what it is. They see it. We don't have to, broadcast it, as much. But I think we do got to figure out something to reach the younger youth, man.
That's major use Strick. So Keith is actually, so salute to both of y'all for that. But also, so Keith is working with me. I remember I was telling you I'm trying to get the kids the summer camp.
Mm-hmm.
So Keith is doing one next week. We got it right, Keith. Yeah. So Keith is going to let some kids ages 11 to 16 come to one of his buildings and see what he does on the plumbing side and get their hand-on experience. And actually, the day before they get with you, Keith, they're going to a workshop where a builder has a workshop where he does a lot of his building stuff.
Right.
Hands-on experience.
I want to say one thing, like a lot of like now with like Instagram and stuff like that, you look at a whole lot of stuff and like you say, you look down on people that's in like the trades and stuff like that, right? It's fast, but not knowing they make great money, bro. Like
more than great.
No, nobody.
Huh?
Nobody said that.
No, bro. I'm not saying. I'm saying when you look at the trades, you look on Instagram, you say like Ty said, basketball, rapper, this and that. Not saying, yo, I can be a real estate investor. Like real estate is more sexier than plumbing. Real estate is sexier than electric, right? Stocks are sexier than plumbing and electricity and all that, right? That's what certain things is more sexier. Not you can make the money. You can still make money just by doing different ways. Like, yeah, I mean, we all try to go A to Z. I'm just going a different way, but I'm still eventually gonna get to Z. You follow what I'm saying? But my thing is, like younger people, you need to be showing them a little flash and stuff like that. You need to show them some cash, stuff like that. So it's just like you gotta. That's what and I'm not that guy, but it's like I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to give you some numbers. Like when I get kids come, I'm gonna show them some things and I'm gonna tell them like some of the money that they can make for doing simple things around the house. You follow what I'm saying? That's like one of the things I'm gonna do.
No, I get what you're saying. So like you're saying, yo, I'm not the flashy person so that you, because again, kids want to see it and be able to touch it, or even our peers. Some of our peers, like I told Strick, like, yo, my own homies know I do real estate until I got a billboard. Then they call me like, yo, you do real estate.
That's crazy.
So I'm saying, Keith, but I'm also saying, and it's messed up because of where we live. It's like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. That you want to show them a little bit, but you also got to be mindful what you show them, because you don't want nobody to think you know what I'm saying, you whatever.
Drawing, right? You drawing. You trying floss. Yeah, right. I got you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm also pushing on you, Keith, about every once in a while, like, yo, you got to give them a taste just so they know. It's only right, because again, people are visual.
Right. I'll show them something if you want me to show them something. I'll show them something. I'll show them a little receipt or something like that. I got you. I'll show them exactly. Vaughn said they look down on you until you hand them the invoice. And then they going to say, damn, it only took this amount of time. But no, like, I got something I'm going to show them. I got something I'm going to show them that's factual. Like, yeah, man, I'll go to the bank real quick.
Just a little taste. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
But like I said, I think y'all really touched on something crazy, and like you even like y'all had me thinking. I got 2 boys. They 6 and 3. My youngest son, if I pull tools out, I cut grass, I get a drill, he all on it. He want to see it. He want to help. My oldest son, nah, I'm gonna go. Somebody go get some snacks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or he want to count the money. Like he want to do that.
Let me say one thing, right, Anthony? I think as a man, I don't know, ladies. There's a few ladies got to be in here, right? You got to be able to do something, bro. I don't care how much bread. You got to be able to do something besides, okay, call this guy. If you know, we like you said, damn if we do, damn if we know. We can have all this bread, but if the fucking ceiling is leaking, our lady like, yo, dog, we got to do something about this. You follow what I'm saying? So you got to be able to do something. You know what I'm saying? Besides having to call somebody every time. That's why I say you got to have some type of access to work on your hands, man. Some guys don't even know how to change a tire, bro.
Right.
I go to people's house, man. I'm dealing with their wife. Like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? Like, why am I dealing with your wife? Like, so that's my whole thing. Is like that. I try to tell people, like, yo, as a man, you want your man to like do something, bro. Like, you know what I mean? To do something.
To lead and do manly things.
Just something, bro. Yeah, something. You got to be able to fix something, bro. A little bit, or just make it.
And no, at least the basics. Change a light bulb, tighten some screws. You know what I'm saying? Be able to know where the shutoff valve is leaking in the crib.
Exactly.
You know, the circuit breaker done pop. You know how to fix that at least.
Right. So, hey, Lee. So, what you think? Right. Like all this construction and real estate going on, right? Like you said, our stuff ain't that sexy. What do you think real estate would be without the trades?
I mean, that's a good question. I'm saying we really can't do what we do without y'all because the houses don't work without trades.
Yeah. So, hey, Lee, I tell young boys when they ride me, I say, look, right? I take anybody on the ride. I say, how many houses on this block? So, you know, we in Rojo, Philly, right? 20 houses on the block, each side. All right, so you can see down 5 blocks. That's 100 houses. That's on this straight, what you can see. That's 100 houses right there. They all need plumbing, electrical, HVAC. You know what I'm saying? All that. Roof, carpentry, paint. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dog, it's fish in the barrel after a while. After you learn this shit, it's fish in the barrel, bro. It's fish in the barrel. Like everybody who get on my joint, I ask them the same question. I say, yo, do y'all bargain? Some people are like, yeah, a little bit. Most people are like, no, I don't bargain. Like, it doesn't make sense to bargain because if I can't get what I want from you, all right, I'm out. And Miss Jones is somebody gonna call me, and I'm still gonna eat, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And it's unlimited to the stops that you can make in a day. That's why I'm telling you, bro. But
so real quick, I'm gonna throw something out there. So what you think about service agreements? What you think about service agreements with trades? So say like you have your house, whoever you have house has problems. You call me or Keith out, and then just say it's going to be $500 to fix. But then we tell you, hey, listen, we can sign you up for a service agreement for a year. It'll just say it's $100, and it'll save you 20% on your job today. Would that be something you'd be interested in having a licensed electrician, a licensed HVAC guy, a licensed plumber that you're going to be first in line. You're going to be one of the first in line if something happens in your home. It's like having a friend.
It's you call like instead of having a home warranty, you talking about. But I got it strictly with the serviceman instead.
Yes.
So no, I think it's. So I'm saying I think it's good, but I'm not gonna lie to you. My only hesitation with that would be because of my experience with the home warranties. I call you, and again, now I'm not a priority. I gotta wait 2 to 3 days for you to get to me.
Well, see, no, that's the thing. So once you sign up, you're going to be a priority. You're not going to. That's the point of having a service agreement. Those warranty companies, they're trash. Them joints, you know what I mean? They third party. You're dealing with direct. You're dealing with the direct companies. You're dealing with us. You're not dealing with. So with those service companies, they give them to third party for somebody else to come out. But these.
So you just gave me an idea. So like. Because I'm the realtor, I'm saying I deal with these clients all the time. Something go like literally, folks. They say, "Yo, I need a plumber." Somebody told me today, like, "Yo, I need a plumber, and I need no, they needed a painter and they needed a cement person.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, but to your point, what if you, Kavan, and Keith put a package together, and every client I get with, I could directly link y'all with them to line that up at settlement?
So this is what this is partly what I'm saying. It's partly what we're saying. So this is what I'm casually putting out there for it. You
It
know what I
gotta
mean?
be $100 a year though.
100%. But I'm just giving you just numbers and seeing what your opinion on something like that would be. And
I'm saying it's needed. 100% is needed.
Yeah, because
exactly.
a lot of times, like even with the warranty companies, we all got experiences. Like I'll be putting stuff on my page, people be commenting like, "Yo, the warranty company, they be sending anybody out there, bro. Anybody out there because they just sign anybody up, sign and see.
They getting the fee just for going.
Exactly. And it's a cheat fee. It's a cheat fee, so you're gonna get the bottom of the barrel bull, and that's why he don't come to 3 days later. They just found the
Smell
last
like
bull that's gonna come. But when we're talking about service agreements, you're getting reputable companies, and you're dealing with the company, the head company itself, not third parties. You're getting those guys. You're getting those guys to handle the work, not third parties that subbed out.
Kavan said y'all need to be in my realtors packet. I'm saying, Kavan, we definitely we need to figure that. You mean y'all give me y'all flyer, your brochure every time somebody buy a crib? I'm signing them
Vine,
up.
jump in and put Vine in here. Vine gonna have some shit to say. Put him in.
Let me see if it worked.
You should be able to do 4 people. So Anthony, what do you like about like being a realtor? Like some things you like about being a realtor?
So I'm a people person, so I love that it give me the opportunity to meet people all walks of life. Like I said, really for me being a realtor, I did that to become an investor. Like I always wanted to be the investor that I am today. So like me being a realtor, I basically sold a bunch of houses and figured out what buyers want, what sellers want, and eventually that's how I was able to put the plays together. Where I started meeting contractors, I found hard money, private money, and I was able to put it together all while getting paid.
Swag.
And I'll say, not to mention the part of just helping families. Like, so seeing a family who thought, yo, I thought it was super hard to buy a house because nobody ever taught me. And then when they the first person in their family to buy a house, it's like, yo, that's pretty dope. And I had something to do with it.
That's what's up, bro.
Keith, let me ask you this, man. So you're in the investment game, rental properties and that type of deal. So do you think that's going to be can be more lucrative than the trades itself?
I can say investment because I'm gonna say investments might be more only because I'm saying for me, right? Investments might be more because I can find a deal if I have a system set up every couple weeks. You follow what I'm saying?
Y'all boys is wild, man. Yo, don't you see I declined y'all?
Fine, what's up, bro?
Did you see I declined y'all?
This boy out here
Yo, Ant, I saw you laughing, so I knew you hit that button.
I see it. I'm like, oh, that went down too fast. Let me see. Maybe it was an error.
Nah. Y'all wild, man.
Nah, so for those who don't know, you got all your mechanicals right here. You got Keith for plumbing, Strick for electrician. You got Kavan for your heat and air. All right here. So if y'all got questions, this the time to ask. But Kavan, go ahead and introduce yourself for the people that don't know.
What's going on, man? I'm off work. I took off today. It's my kid's birthday, man. But my name's Kavan Bennett from Heat and Air Guys. We provide air conditioning heating in Philadelphia in the Delco area, Montgomery. We mainly deal with service, dealing with the end user.
So I will say though, Kavan, your customer service, A1. Every time I get a hold, I forget the young lady's name, but if I leave a message,
Anita.
She called me back. She set me up. And I'm just saying, like, I feel like for the trades, especially us, our customer service is one of the key things that I feel like it helps us be able to flourish in the trades. So, Kavon, I just wanted to say salute to you for that. And Strick, I deal with you
100%.
as well,
Appreciate
so I
that.
know you got
Appreciate that.
everything down pat.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
no doubt.
I mean, you know, when you're dealing with the end user, you gotta look at it like this, right? A lot of people complain about we not getting there or we not getting phone calls back. So you gotta listen to what that end user is talking about. You know what I mean? If you say you right.
Say it again, Brian. We didn't hear you, bro.
Yeah, you froze.
I froze. Oh, dag. You hear me now?
Yeah.
I said, if you in the service business, right, and you're providing a service, and you're not giving them people a phone call back, how you providing them a service?
Right.
I mean, your first impression is everything. Not saying that I'm perfect. I mean, when we get slammed, our phones is ringing, and Anita's answering all the phone calls and trying to put people in certain, you know, spaces in our schedule. You know, things do happen. You do something, you slip through the cracks, but you're going to have to. Like, first impression means a lot when you in the end with clients that need your service, like right now.
So earlier we was talking, Kavon, about, you know, going to college or going to trade school. So what's your input on that? You know, if you was talking to a young person today.
And I love what you said, though, man. I mean, it definitely opened up a lot of things, like moving, right? But going to college for me, I played around a lot. So, yeah, I wanted money like right now. So I played around in CCP. You call that like the third. I played around in there, and then I finally took it serious when I went to trade school. So, as far as what you're saying, like public speaking, that's one of my things I need to get over, what you probably learned in college. So you did pick up a lot of different things that you're now using in the real estate game. So I'm not going to shun college after you made your little point. I'm not going to shun college.
A little point.
A little boy, I'm crying.
Well, you made your point. Like you definitely made your point on that. So
Right.
I can't shun that. You know what I mean? But Strickland, you made a great point too, because like if you over there playing around and all that kind of stuff, and you know you're not picking the right field to go into, like you wasted money. You know what I'm saying? So everybody had their own like reasons. I wanted money now. That was the reason why I went to trade school route. I wanted money now. I couldn't wait 4 years from now. I wanted to start my life now. That's the reason why you know what I mean? But now that I'm established, I can give my 3 kids better advice than my parents did. My parents came from a working background. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? So my 20 experience based off my son or my daughter, they're getting like 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Because all the experience that I have, I'm pushing on to my son. My son is going to different networks. You know what I'm saying? My son goes to closings with me. My son goes to different jobs with me. So he's getting more exposed than anybody in any type of 9-to-5 job. You know what I mean? So I think if that's the way you want to go to college, that's great. But if you want to go to trade school, that's great too. But you gotta have some type of, and you did lay that out right. So I'm not gonna go back and forth like my boy KCF.
Yes, Lorenzo just jumped in the building. He was outside.
What's going on, man?
What's up, Joe?
Others here happen.
No doubt.
Man, we got to figure out a way to like Keith was saying, or in Strict, like, yo, how to bring this. How can we get out to more people and show more of the youth the things and the successes that we have? Because, like y'all said, like the common thing is real estate. Real estate is what's opening up the doors, whatever facet you're in it, but it's providing opportunity. So we might have to collaborate, get a drink, and figure out how can more of us how can we collaborate to show more people this stuff?
So real quick, I also think we need to celebrate each other. We need to put it out there. We need to, let people know that there's, electricians, HVAC, there's plumbers, and not keep it in house. You got to tell people about it. Like, look, there is black, owners of companies that's successful. You know what I mean? Like, not keep it under wraps. You know what I mean? Salute each other. Reference each other, put each other on, tell customers and people about each other, and good work travels. You know what I mean? We all been around this for a long time. We never heard nothing about none of us doing any of this work. We've been doing work, together for years.
Hold on. I heard stuff about you and Kavon. Y'all too damn high.
Good.
They high as shit. That's what I hear.
Good.
They high.
That's cool. That's cool.
Keep pushing it.
That's cool.
Keep pushing it.
Listen, everybody not our customer. Everybody ain't our customer, bro. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, Ant said it right. When y'all call that 610 number, y'all get an actual person. Who's paying for that? When you look me up online, that ain't free. When you see the billboard going down Sea Line Avenue, that ain't free.
Yo, no,
you come to find me, all that stuff costs money.
No,
that
my son,
my truck ain't free.
He recognizes your truck whenever we be riding. He like, yo, daddy, that's your homie. The truck.
That rap costs money. It pays to advertise, but at the same time, like, if I was charging too much money, you know what I'm saying, but then I go to a whole different neighborhood and they tell me I'm charging too little and they giving me tips. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I go down to I say Rittenhouse, or I go down to the main line, this lady literally, was it last week Monday, paced me around for a $200 tip and have it. I said, no, I don't want it. No, take the money. No. I'm like, I'm telling her I don't want the money. You know what I'm saying? But if I go into other neighborhoods, I'm robbing them. How? How did you find me? My first question is, for my marketing purposes, how did you find me? Anita asks that question, and I follow up with the follow-up. How did you find me? I found you offline. Pay-per-click is not I'm paying for that. That's not free. You know what I mean? So
right.
Yeah. So I love when people say I'm high. Leave all the tea people. Let them go someplace else.
But that goes to, again, like, who said it earlier about, that's because in our community we so used to calling Uncle Chris and
that's what I was gonna say. They associate the person up the block that will do it for a 40 or a slice of pizza, and when you give them the real price, you come with a uniform, you come with your truck, you come with the right tools, you come with the paperwork, you come with everything. They don't understand it. They just say, hey, you can do this real quick. It should only cost you $100. You can do this real quick.
Right.
But no, that's not how it works.
Right. That's true. But I mean, compare me to everybody else, right? Don't compare me to crackhead Fred down the street that washes cars, that lawn, that does cuts grass, that shovels snow. Like, you compare me to that person. And that's when I get offended. You know what I'm saying? When I come in with a fully stocked truck, I'm ready to roll. I don't got no BS with me. I'm gonna shoot you a price before I start this job. It should be either yes or no. It's
plus
not
the
that
experience,
I'm too high.
plus your experience.
And plus my experience. But it's not the fact that I'm too high, it's that you can't afford me. I don't haggle over nobody's price. If any of y'all ever ask me, Vine, well, I say, yo, I need something done. I can't afford you. It's not that y'all are too expensive, because I don't know your overhead.
Everybody over here is
for stuff. It's not just labor; it's overhead, and your overhead is what runs your business, and that's where you're profitable at. That's it.
Right now, so two things that made me think of, right? And I like to hear both of y'all opinions. Is it harder to get money in your own community? But then I also feel like, or at least for me, it's harder for me to go outside of my community as well and get money at times. Because it's like you said, the people in my neighborhood, they might associate me with the crackhead up the street. But then when I go to Havertown, they giving me 31 questions like I don't have the experience and do this. Like I didn't have to do X, Y, and Z to even be here to begin with.
I think for me, now it's just like I pay for advertisements and stuff like that. It's they see your work and stuff on there, so they call and they talk to you, they see what's going on, so it's easier. I think it's easy for me, like since I pay. But as far as the neighborhood and stuff like that, the only thing it would be about, like you said, your reputation. They think you high, they think you this, they think you that. But like you said, but they also say you good. I mean, he good, but it's this. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think I'm kind of torn. I think I'm gonna go with what I first said, man. It's easier just to get another neighborhood, honestly.
I love my neighborhood. I love my neighborhoods. I ain't gonna. When you play with the Rittenhouse, you deal with the Society Hills, you gotta kind of hold their hand, tell them this and tell them that and tell them the other thing. It's a lot of work. But dealing with a middle class community, they just want that crap done. Right. And a majority of the times, we like y'all said, there's a lot of gold in our neighborhoods. There's a lot of gold. Mrs. Jones got bread. When she pull that sweaty money in between her drinks, I think so. Think about it. You know what I mean, so when we over here like looking at her crib, like, oh, she don't got no bread, and then she all of a sudden pull out that 5,000,
yeah,
replace that heater at 6,000. I'll take that.
Miss
right.
Jones.
So I mean, but to run a business, you got to have fur everywhere. So you just can't just service one community, right? I'm in my own community. I'm in the Asian community. I'm in white community. But majority of people that give me play is my own people. Now I got some people that, you know what I'm saying, they got it now. I'm too high. Great. Leave me alone. But we got some people, you know what I mean, some professionals that want to deal with me. They want to rock with me, the color of my skin. And I came from different preferences. And the beautiful thing about it, once you get the name out, is like somebody will refer you to that person. They spin you. Nah, I don't need you. They looking around. Your name pops up again. Now they're like, damn, wait a minute. This bull popped up like 2-3 times. He must know something because every time somebody I ask somebody, keep on spinning his name. So it works out that way. Sometimes you got to have more than, 8 impressions before somebody pulls the trick to actually say, hey, let me use this guy. So, I mean, I get regardless. I don't target one area.
I got you.
I think we need our communities. I mean, that's just the way I think. I think we need the communities, to grow. I mean, that's to me, that's how my growth became through the communities. Not necessarily the community I grew up in, because that's a whole other story. But the community, I think we need the Black community that helps us get your reputation up, get your name out there, networking, because you never know who in that community is linked to someone else that can get you different opportunities. And that's how, I grew through those networking, through the community, through community activities. So I think we need the communities to grow. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Like, but my struggle would be for me, like the people that started with me. I'm just saying, like I do both. But people that started with me when I was first starting, it's hard now. You know what I mean? Because that's what I was saying. I was basically saying it's 100%. Hard now since I done jumped up. You feel what I'm saying? Since I jumped up a little, like my price.
Not everybody's going to see to the end.
Yeah, exactly. No, everybody knows you told me that years ago.
That you replace them with other people, and that's just how business runs. You can't, when you see him walking down the street, still say hi, still say what's up. You're the reason why that I'm here where I'm at, because of your support. Now you don't want to use me for whatever reason. That's cool too. But
God bless you.
Listen. I done did about 5 houses for Anthony. He ain't called me back after the 5th house. So, you know what I mean? We still cool. You know what I'm saying?
Do I still send you work?
What'd you say?
I still send you work, though. I still send you work.
The reason why I said that is because in actuality, you know, in the real estate game and in the service game, sometimes you do outgrow. Sometimes your number is your number and my number is my number. You're still my man. We still good, but the numbers might not match up, and that's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with it. You still my man. But you know what I mean? But sometimes where your budget is at, sometimes your budgets be unrealistic. I don't know how you're gonna do it. But you know what I mean? But you know, the budgets are different. Like I said, sometimes it match up, sometimes it don't. That's fine. It happens that way. It happens that way.
But to your point, so Keith, me and Strick talked about it. We had that conversation of, yo, this where your numbers are, this where my numbers is.
I can't use you too high, bro. I can't use you. I love you.
but we had that communication versus
You have
like,
to.
I just didn't like not mess with him no more. But even that, like my numbers changed because of my general contractor. If he gets more of the work, like it's easier for him to make some of my other numbers fit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a squeeze. Like,
Well, why don't you tell your general contractor, listen, brother, I got my own electrician. Don't take all the mechanicals out.
No, so that's what we was doing, but I ended up paying more because that's what Strick said. Like literally, he did like my first 4 or 5 houses, and between my plumbing, because I always use Strick and I always use Strick plumbing. But like I said, just trying to keep the numbers. You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, I saved not much, but I saved enough to keep my budget so I can still make that profit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The other thing, you know how contractors are, not all contractors, but somebody gonna say Strick did this, no, and somebody else gonna say no, the other person did that. So now I kind of eliminated the back and forth. No, you did it because there's only one person I deal with.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, listen, I just threw that out there because you always throwing me under the bus with these lies.
No, that wasn't me. I'm not gonna say who threw you under the bus.
Hey, yo, Ball was on there. Ball was on there. It was like, yo, Ty, you high as hell. Ball was on here. It was like, you high as hell, Strick.
Yo, man, you get a reputation, bro. Keep that reputation going. Don't worry about that.
Oh, boy, listen, I'm good, bro.
Nah, but to your point though, do I send you work, Strick?
No, I'm messing with you, bro. You're my man, and I understand how this goes because when I'm doing my own properties, if the numbers don't work, You my man. I got to do what I got to do. So I
ask. I don't care. I'm off with what I'm getting for what I want, but I'm at least ask, little brother, because you helped me out with an extra 500. I'm gonna ask. I don't care. I'm gonna ask. You know what I'm saying? It's either yes or no. Because you kind of sort of already know who you want to use. So at least I ask. But every project is different, though. Every project is different.
I don't remember that side.
$2,500 off. Me and Ant was $2,500 off. It ain't 500, bro.
Right.
And you know, you just got. I see you in the next one, brother.
Bottom line. Hey, Vine, you work with do you work with investors, Vine?
No.
No, you done with
I do.
No, I'm saying Ruffins.
I work with Ant.
No, Ruffins. Ruffins I'm talking about, not service, Ruffins.
No.
Okay.
Word. Yeah, no, so me and Kavon had that conversation because he was the first black HVAC person I knew. But he was like, yo, I don't do the roughing, but he was like, yo, I could do the service. And Kavon saved my ass. Remember Walton Ave across the street from your folks' crib, Strick?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Them contractors that put that stuff in, and then I had to pay twice to let Kavon come back and put it back together.
I paid twice.
I paid twice. I love it.
No, but Kavon dealt with roughing, so I had no choice.
I mean, listen, like before I did all that stuff. I dealt with a lot of investors years ago, and I started reading books and started going to networking events within our industry. And once I found out that the service is where I need to be to get my numbers, that's where I landed. So I was doing, I did probably over like 24 houses just in Graduate Hospital alone back in the day, probably in 2002, 2003, 2004. You know what I mean? When it was really hitting in that area. But I mean, I just couldn't do it anymore. It was burning me out. And then like when I had my first son in 2007, was it? I think I left my last guy. He was pretty large up in the Germantown section of the city, and I pretty much left him alone and start just doing service work. You know what I mean? You just have better peace of mind, man. That running and gunning and beating your body up is not where it's at. I'd rather just do my couple calls.
Got you. So one more question for y'all, then I'm gonna let y'all go because I know everybody get up in the morning and get to it. But for the people that want to get in the game, I'm not talking about the youth. I'm talking about like, you know, cousin Chris or main man that we know at their job and they like, yo, I hate it. What can they do to start getting in this game or get connected with guys like you to help bring them along the way? Is there any opportunity for other people to try to get in this game and network with y'all?
I think you gotta volunteer your time, man. I think you gotta volunteer your time. You gotta show them that you're serious. Because I'm gonna give you a case in point. 2 days ago, I gave this guy. He been DMing me. He's another plumber. I gave him an opportunity, and it just like he showed up the one day. He got money. He said he needs some money. I gave him some money, and that was it. So I think you gotta just like really show up and stay consistent. And yeah, just basically show up, show consistent that you want to do, and like volunteer your time. Sometimes you probably have to come in, just volunteer your time. You know what I mean?
So I'm saying that, and I know that's the biggest tough part for grown folks. Like, yo, I'm gonna volunteer my time to learn, but it's you either gonna do that or you're gonna go to school and pay.
Same thing.
That's what I told you earlier. You gonna either way you spending time. You pay to spend your time, or you paying somebody to teach you. Either way. And so I'm like, all right, well, come here, sit here. I ain't saying work hard, but stay around, do some little shit, run some errands for you because I'm giving you the knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I would say, bro.
Strict Kavan?
Well, number one, I think with the trades, you'll know pretty fast if this is something you want to do. You know what I mean? You go out here and be in the field. You know, hands-on is going to tell you, you know, if this is something that you want to do. You know, I agree with Keith about volunteering work. Volunteer work, just come, hey, look, I want to learn. I want to learn. I want to learn a trade. I want to learn something. I want to get this under my belt and see if I like it. You know what I mean? And you cannot, when we talk about this, you cannot worry about pay. If you're coming to me and you don't know anything, you don't have no tools, you don't have anything, I'm going to teach you, and the knowledge you're getting right then is your payment. Is your payment. And that's the way you should be looking at it. Because what we're going to be teaching, what you're going to be learning can feed your family for years to come. And that's what you can't, our problem with our community, everybody wants satisfaction now. Kavan said he wanted to win now. He wanted everything now. And a lot of people, they want that mindset, but they don't have the drive. So we got to get them to understand that it takes time, and you got to put effort in. Kavan went to school, so it's the same thing. You coming to me, it's just like school, but it's a hands-on school.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the way I look at it right there.
I want to say one more thing. Can I say one more thing, Brian, before you go?
Go ahead,
I want to say what Strick just said, right? If let's say we teach somebody, right? It's slowing us down. That's time that we taking to teach you because I'm showing you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Or you want to try, let's tighten this up. Yo, bro. So I'm showing you something. So it's slowing me down when I already know boom, 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 what I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? That's the only thing I want to say. It's actually, even if you're just hanging around, Anthony, you asking me questions. So that's taken away from what I'm doing. You follow what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that slows you down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, number one, I'm a scared. So you gotta be a W-2 employee. Everybody want to sue people nowadays, and you ain't gonna be coming to my doggone truck or going to my job sites, and next thing you know, you fall over my screwdriver, and all of a sudden you want to sue me. So you either like if you don't have it, like you gotta have some type of ambitions with you. But I'm not gonna just take any old person. I've been there, done that. If either you want it, I can give it to you. I'll pay you, and that's it. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're a young black man or a black woman, I'm more than capable of carrying my own damn tool. I'm more than capable of going to the store, grab my own food. I don't need you for that. Only thing I need to do, I don't need a warm body. I got my wife. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, all I'm saying is, if you have to have a willingness to learn. When I first got in this trade in '99, man, I do something called the Yellow Pages, y'all. I call all the A's for air conditioning, all the A's back to back. Those boys did not want to hire me. You know what I'm saying? I went down 52nd Street to Eric's Fuel on 52nd and Catherine. Black owned oil delivery. The lady denied me. The guy that was sitting in the lobby, he was a heating and air guy. His office was on 51st and Walnut. He gave me an opportunity. He saw that I was hungry. So I worked for him, I worked for another company, and I did side work. I was a true Jamaican. My mom was Jamaican. I had 3 jobs. But I wanted it. If you don't have that ambition, and you can see it, if you on your phone and you over here a lot of guys, come to you, I turn around and I see you on your phone, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you. So, I mean, if you have that ambition, you can come work with me. If you have people skills, you know how to talk to people, because I deal with the end user. I'm not on construction sites. If I'm on a construction site, it's a mother-in-law suite, addition to somebody's building on the side of their house, and that's it. But other than that, we're not on construction sites. So, I mean, like, I just don't got time for me talking and I'm explaining something to them, and you don't have the desire. Yeah, you see the money, but you don't have the desire. I didn't care. I worked for $8.50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? I didn't run to go cash my checks. The accountant at the company had to tell me, like, yo, what's going on? You didn't cash like 4 of your checks. I didn't cash a month's worth of checks because I was doing too much side work and I was doing a lot of stuff underneath the table from another company. I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids, like, I can't spoon feed, and nobody spoon feeds me. I mean, it's either you want it or you don't. And I see a lot of boys and girls, because when I go in these houses, you know what I'm saying, little Jeffon or whoever is in the basement playing video games. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's let me in during the day. And then he said, yo, can you give me a job? Looking at him like, bro, I did this job at your house for 3 days. Downstairs smoking weed and chilling. How you work?
Right.
Man, you get that type of stuff, man. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Anthony, I got a question. What's your name, bro? In the yellow, what's your name, bro?
Lorenzo,
I got a question for y'all, right? Why every time y'all get flamed, y'all try to get us to come down on our price for y'all budget? You're like, yo, he ran off with $3,000. Could you help me out? Why y'all do that?
What do you mean?
Anthony, I know you got burnt before. Lorenzo, I know you got burnt before. So why will you turn around and come to the contract and be like, yo, could you help us out and take $3,000 off your price because bull ran off for $5,000? Why y'all do that? Huh?
Like you
That
said,
does happen. That does happen, bro.
And you got it. And you trying to stop the bleed. You can't. You already hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the process.
So Anthony, I just hope you learn, right, bro? Let us set your budget, bro. You know what I mean? When you go on a project, let us set your budget, bro. Not us, but I'm just saying the contractor set your budget. Like if you using Chavez and them, then they gonna do all that shit. You gonna let them run your plumbing and shit to be all fucked up. That's the one thing. But like, you should let us set your budget, bro. Cause seriously, let us set your budget. Cause then you go on every project and you'll know. You feel what I'm saying?
So somebody asked that question earlier, yo. So
I don't like a contract. If a contractor come to me and say he does everything, I'm cool. I'm done.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. No, you ain't doing anything, brother. You can demo these walls, you can frame, but I'm gonna get my own tile guy. I'm gonna get my own HVAC, on my electric. I don't let everybody touch all my mechanicals. Like Jackson, you're not coming to my crib doing all my mechanicals, and then you sheetrocking and taping. You tripping and drywalling. And you expect to have a good product? No, it ain't happening. That ain't happening, bro.
I do got one boy that can do that.
Keep him where you at, bro. Keep him where you at.
With that,
keep him where you at, bro. I'm good.
No, he tight, but yeah.
He gonna forget something, Vaughn. You know that, bro. He gonna forget something, bro.
No, yeah, you right.
He gonna forget something. You tell him he can wire a whole house up. He can plumb a whole house up. HVAC a whole house. He a bad boy. He a bad boy. I need to see his work, brother.
But I mean, you call him, he may not show up though.
Oh, all right, there you go. Right.
Nah, Keith. So Keith, I don't know. Like, so Lorenzo, Keith, Lorenzo, Jackson Rental Homes. So Lorenzo do property management and investing.
Right, right.
He another go getter out here.
No, I
that's,
see y'all be gonna allow somebody. I tap in and be talking a little trash.
You know my man Reese, right? I don't know. Reese said he spoke highly of you.
Electrician Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my brother. That's really like my brother. Yeah, yeah. He got to stop being scared.
I be telling him the same
No,
thing.
Reese scared, man. Reese talented boy. He's scared, man. I gotta link y'all strict too. I think y'all probably met, but y'all ain't really like talk. He's scared though.
Hearing your own man out.
Huh?
Hearing your own man out. He's
That's
scared.
my brother. He's scared, bro.
nah, tomorrow I think I sent it to everybody, but tomorrow we supposed to be linking for drinks. So hopefully everybody can make it, you know what I'm saying, and we can finish this discussion, you know what I'm saying, and then maybe I give Keith enough drinks he could get his price down a little bit for me.
My price is gonna be down. Just give me a 211, bro. You know what I mean? I really free after that. You know what I'm saying?
Keith ain't showing up to work on Saturday.
Yo, man, I gotta let y'all guys go. I gotta go.
Yo,
Yo,
man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
All right, y'all. I'll let y'all. Man.
We appreciate all y'all, but definitely, Kavon, before you go, where can they get with you if they want to get with you?
You can give us a call 610-583-3207, or you can we got a website www. I don't think nobody say www anymore.
You old as
Earguys.com.
shit. Right.
Yo, where your website at, homie?
I got what I just don't know. My link is in my bio. Mine is in my bio.
I
don't know.
That's right. You're millennial. You're a millennial. You don't do all that type of stuff.
What's my phone
We
number?
got you,
Fine.
Kavon. Or
Memorize
look,
phone
just
numbers,
drive down
people,
City
boy, that
Ave.
shit
You
is
can't
done.
miss the billboard. You can't miss at the Sunoco. Look, that's
Oh.
Kavon.
I know that.
Yep.
Yo, man, follow my. This was supposed to be my interview too, but follow my brothers, man. Follow Ty Strick, follow Kavon. You know what I'm saying? Follow me.
Hey, Keith, we struggling out here. We ain't got no billboards, bro. You
Oh
gotta
yeah,
get a
yeah.
billboard.
Shit tight.
Yeah.
Shit tight. Vaughn, I got you too, Vaughn. I don't want you to start
y'all
saying
bring
me. I
me
got
in,
you
man.
too, Vaughn.
I enjoy y'all bringing me in.
No doubt, bro.
No
Yo,
doubt, bro.
one quick question for you. Ant. Where you get the name Dre from? How people call you Dre?
It's my middle name.
All right. Your peoples know my peoples.
Who your peoples?
Your peoples know my peoples.
All right. Well, we peoples. We people.
Nah, Mr. Fontaine. Mr. Fontaine.
Yep. So me and his son grew up together.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah, I've been servicing his crib in his office for years.
Right. So
I knew his son when he was a kid, man, like a kid.
Right.
Oh, man.
We grew up together, high school, all that, elementary school, all that.
Hey, Vaughn, you do oil, right? Don't you do oil, Vaughn?
This is my first year not doing oil, baby.
No, you don't do it no more.
Yeah, I'm getting niche like crazy, man. I ain't playing with oil.
Mm.
I started out in oil, but it goes transferred from oil to gas. Oil's a little bit more time consuming. I get busy on oil, but I deal with straight gas, man. I don't want to stink no more.
Yeah, a lot of people don't deal with gas oil no more, man. So that's why I was asking you.
Too messy. But if y'all got an oil to gas conversion, let me know. I get busy with that. But yo, I'm gonna let y'all guys go. Just shoot. Send me what's the name y'all going to meet up at?
I got.
All right.
Hey, Strick, where can the people get with you if they want to, get some services?
Instagram strick_electric, or email is strickelectric.com, and telephone number is 267-973-1752.
And Keith, this was your interview, but you was like, "Yo, where my man Strick in them?"
No, I told you to interview him next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look at my email right now. Hold up. I don't know it.
You out of pocket.
I don't know it, bro.
Yo,
Keith. Listen, man, I'm KCS.Plumbing on Instagram, beloved. That's it.
Well,
the link is in my bio for my yeah, I got
the link in the bio.
It's in there. I don't know.
Nah, but definitely we got to talk about that packet, like about the
100%.
The warranty,
100%, bro.
Like me, I give y'all info to every person I sell a house to. Same way we run the home inspection play. Like we put it all together. for 'em.
Mm-hmm.
That's another
100%.
thing, though. Hey, Lee, I just talked to a home inspector today, right, bro? I know we gotta get out of here. I won't hold you long, but I know Strick went to some houses, and we ain't had this conversation, Strick. I guarantee you, Strick went to some houses. People just got the house, had home inspection, had L&I inspection, and this is messed up. It's done wrong. You find what I'm saying? Like things leaking, things shorting out, they ain't supposed to be, and this is like, why is that? So like in the next few weeks, I'm actually going to go live with somebody talking about that. But like, I actually just lost a house like that. Somebody went over asking and then waived inspections though. But I'm really just talking about like having all the inspections and still being short. I want to encourage people to bring us in, bring the plumbers in, bring the electric in, bring them in on top of your other inspections, because you could make a very, very big investment. You know what I mean? A very big investment. So if you pay $300-400 extra, then you're going to have what you need. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's just a little thing, something I want to talk about. You know what I mean?
Well, me and you gotta, before you talk about it, me and you gotta talk about it. Before you talk about it with the public, me and you gotta talk about it so we could be on the same page with it. Because I know what you're saying, but it's also like it's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
Bro, I just want to say this for this. Like you got bad plumbers, you got bad electricians, you got bad HVAC guys, you got bad realtors, right? All bad, but you got good guys, you got mediocre. But what I'm saying is, just to the public, do your due diligence.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Not saying hire me, just hire somebody. That's all they do.
No. I know what you're saying,
saying,
and I'm in agreement with you. But I'm saying it's just the dynamic of when you deal with the first-time home buyer. Not all of them, but a lot of them are fragile.
Gotcha.
So the more information you give them, the harder it is for them to move forward. And most of the stuff that you're talking about, you see how you say, "Yo, I come in and this is wrong, that is wrong." But the thing is, it's fixable. And right now, the name of the game is with the market. You got to get a house to even have something to fix. Right now, you're going to be homeless because the market is so crazy. I'm not saying we're going to walk you into a situation and the shit is fucked up. But I'm also saying you just got to be able to, again, if you get the right realtor, I'm going to be able to put you in position to deal with whatever comes down the pipe.
Gotcha.
So again, that's why I'm saying, yo, let's put that packet together, because literally we could roll it out on the red carpet with them, and they could go in already with their tool belt.
I'm with that, bro.
You roll that up in closing costs. You can roll it all up in closing costs.
There you go. There you go. But I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, hopefully I can see y'all brothers tomorrow, man. Get a little, let our hair down a little bit, have a little fun.
No doubt.
And we'll connect. So again, appreciate y'all. We'll be talking. So Luke, don't forget next Thursday. We got another IG live. We got a back to school drive. We changed the date. It's going to be August 25th. So stay tuned for that. The fly will be dropping soon. Try and make an impact. That's what we're trying to do. So we definitely appreciate y'all. Anything?
No, man, I really hope y'all.
We gonna come out tomorrow, bro. We gonna let y'all buy all the drinks. The money on the guys with the money. You know what I mean? Drinks on the guys with the money. I'm cheap. I just want a 211. You know what I'm saying? So,
We go get you a Long Island with a little extra shot.
All right, man. Y'all brothers have a good night. Thanks, Anthony.
All right, fellas.
All right, Ty.